So let's have. I'm gonna have a roll off. We've got. Do we have 3 people?
I'm still trying to set up
Tom,
my computer.
Chris, and Eric.
3 and
Chris, were you here last week?
No.
You did make it, right? No. Okay. All right, so that means Eric, Tom, and TJ roll off D20s.
50.
Oh, okay. Sounds like TJ is going to be doing it. So yeah.
You didn't say low or high, but okay.
No, I didn't. I was about to, and then TJ rolled a 1, and it's like, okay, that is what I was going to say. Lowest roll gets to give the recap. So that means with a 1, he didn't get the highest roll. So, TJ, what did you get last week?
We did a lot, but we're pretty much in the same situation. There was some lead that we're looking into now, but Bortle seems to have that information, and Bortle is interested in drinking now. Keone spent the game in a tree, laughing at guards that were walking slow. I think that's what she was laughing at.
Yes.
We found out that Bortle is a ninja turtle who's stealthy and can go anywhere and break into houses and not get caught.
Right.
And Tinker goes, "I'll help," and then he gets caught immediately. And
I'll help. Kicks down the door.
He gets arrested by the guards. Again, I, as Wisp, I didn't want to deal with that, and I didn't want our mission to go poorly and lose a member and have that reflect negatively while we're doing tryouts for the Noonaram. So I'm like, alright, I'm going to try to save him. So we cast a whole bunch of spells, people do a whole bunch of things, disguise myself as who I named. Oh, I don't have my notes. Rick something.
Did I write it down? I don't know if I did. This one.
Rick Sanchez.
Not Rick Sanchez. Although that might have had a role to play in it.
Hold on.
Sir Rickton Hound.
Yep.
Sir Rickton Hound was the alter ego that I went with, who seems to be a renowned bounty hunter that I impersonated and said, "Oh, thank you for catching this." There he is. Thank you for catching this goblin. I've been searching for him. Don't worry, I'll take him away. So I walked off with Tinker, and I think we're a little scattered at the moment, but we still don't know where where Croxco is, and yeah, that's where we're at. I don't know if anyone else wants to add anything. Tinker did not get arrested, but he will this episode.
I mean,
so.
he got arrested. He was just, talked out of it.
I think the only thing that I would add was we went in the house that we thought was the right house. We went through a bunch of stuff. We found a bunch of sleeping people. I should take that back. Bortle found a bunch of sleeping people. Kind of woke one of them up, and as I ran upstairs, hid away from me, and then this lady came out. This very nice lady came out in a night dress, and she quickly charmed Tinker into thinking she was great, because she was great. She was amazing. She was great, and handed me over to the officials, because Tinker, I think I rolled a 2 on the save, so that's how that went.
I always like to hear Tom's reference and point of view from these things, because I love that Tinker, Bortle was hiding from Tinker in his eyes, as opposed to he's hiding from the people that Tinker just woke up and he now has to hide from because they're right here.
Oh, But before I forget to say it, just for full disclosure, an old man walked down the stairs in the house, and Tinker thought about murdering him, and he's like, "No, I won't do that," and pulled out a pound of flour and threw it in the old man's face. And rather than that antiquing the man into blindness and we being okay, created a fog cloud that Tinker couldn't see through, and then Tinker had to run upstairs, which made more noise. So things didn't work out as well as they could have.
I feel like things worked out exactly as Tinker had intended, but just in terms of they always wind up that way. But
if the plan was to blind the old man, check plus. Did it? If the plan was blind the old man and get away with it, check minus. That's what that was.
All right, so let's have. All right, so we've got 2 on each. Let's get everyone throwing a d20 out. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I want to be first.
No, apparently. Alright, so we've got Tinker. So we've got Tom and TJ, which are... That's going to be 11. Bortle rolled a 14, so... With that... I don't know... Yeah, Chris doesn't even get to roll because Bortle already went over. So...
Like I said, I'm still having issues with the computer, so.
Oh, no worries. Alright, so with that being said, we start out. Actually, with that, I know we just had the rolls, but I want to change it because if we can drag it out and give Chris some time, that would be ideal. So let's go first to Wisp, Tinker, and Observer. So we start at the Leaping Lizard's Haven, where Keone, Tinker, and St. Louis Morningstar III were headed. I didn't know exactly if you guys had any specific plans, so I just have you outside. What would you like to do?
Why did we come here again? I don't remember. I was arrested. Also, I was a balloon.
This is where we were before. I talked to the old man over here. Bortle got... I don't know who he talked to, but he got advice about that house.
Give me a history check.
Anyone?
Everyone. Well, everyone in here. So, let me get to...
11.
Bortle, you remember that you are at a different bar.
You know, it's hard to remember these things when I'm drinking stuff.
Well, but then once you focus on it, you're just like,
Oh yeah.
I'm not even over there. Alright, Wisp kinda remembers, but then he ultra remembers. Okay, you beat me to it. So...
Keone remembers the same as me, and I didn't realize that it rolled twice.
Oh yeah, no problem. I was just seeing that it was you, and then it's like, oh, no, that's Keone. But, so yes. You guys all remember about the same, just that there are a few people who aren't here anymore, who were here previous.
Alright, so... Wait, there's more people?
There were. when you were there earlier.
Yeah, he said. I think we've lost some people in here. Dude,
Yeah, it's been cleared out a bit.
Just for shits and gigs, who is this person?
This, I believe, was this the first person that you talked to last time?
I feel 100% that Tinker would go and talk to this person. So maybe.
I feel like that may have already happened too.
So
I might be wrong, but it sounds right.
Yeah, I think it feels right. I think that we walk in here, Tinker's ready for a fight. It's a bar, and so Tinker looks around. And he just walks up to this person and is like,
Hey, do you know I've been arrested twice since the last time I talked to you?
Yeah, he's a full-on rapist. I mean, a philanthropist.
philanthropist. Yes.
It's a hard word to say, Tinker.
It might have to be the other way around. I'm a philanthropist. Ugh. No,
I'm a rapanthropist.
It just gets better.
Yes.
Right.
Also, I was raptured. What have you been doing?
Each time you've talked to me, these amazing stories have come, but I just see a goblin that likes to talk.
I don't bring my criminal logbook with me. I mean, I would think my tail stinks for itself. Also, we went in the wrong house. You wouldn't happen to know where Croxo is, would you?
No, I don't know who Croxo is. I've heard of him, but I haven't. Perhaps.
Would you happen to know what this is?
And he pulls out a weird silver coin and shows it to her.
She's like, what? No, I don't. Like,
Alright.
you can see that it's like not like impressed sort of thing with like the line of questioning and everything. But she's no, I don't know what that is.
I'll be back with a bigger one. Bye.
Tinker walks off. Kind of sobs. Kind of sobs for a little bit by the fire.
How about St. Louis? What are you doing?
I
Can put Keone at the bar again.
am not sure. Did anyone talk to these guards last time?
They don't. I mean, they don't seem like guards, but no one talked to that table. I mean, they're different, you know. Just a couple different guys. They're also some, you know. There's a guy who kind of looks like that over here.
I'm gonna close the door first. That seems like a good move. Then Tinker was talking to this lady, but she seems to be one of the only people worth talking to. Maybe this guy up here, but last time I remember he wasn't chatty. I think this guy was just defending this entertainment wizard, not so much like an adventurer wizard. I'm sorry, you said that they're not guards? They all look rather uniform. They look like they're
yeah,
cult.
they kind of have that, but it's like they're not like completely geared up sort of thing. Like they have some stuff on, but it's not like they have complete armor and everything. I mean, just kind of more like comfortable and relaxed a little bit. Like their helmets are off. I mean, it's mostly just kind of like they look like they might be able to handle themselves, but they're not like on duty at the moment.
Okay. Do I see any instruments lying around? A lute or something? Anything like that? If not, I think I need to figure out where to get some kind of instrument.
Yeah, we can say that there's something, or if you wanted to have one, you could have a lute. Just buy it right now, and you already had it.
All right. I don't have any proficiency with this, so I don't know if you want
Okay.
damage to, a performance check or something. I know I usually get advantage, so if you want me to cancel that out, but I think I'm gonna do a different route with this, which is two things. I'll get up on this table, and this is rather late at night, right?
Yes.
Alright, so maybe people don't know. I think I'll talk to the bar all at once just to impatiently get a message across. Put on a little bit of a performance, and maybe at the same time with this performance, whether it be bad or good, try to sow a rumor that I am a competitor of Croxco. So maybe that would put me on the map with some other people. So
Okay.
that's what I'm trying to do. So kind of trying to figure out where Croxco is from two angles. Immediately from people who might know, and if not, just starting rumors to get in contact that way.
And it's rumors that you are, a bard of renown.
Yeah, it's going to be. I'm going to play something, probably very beginner. We'll see how this goes. It could be very
Okay.
bad. But it's essentially like a kind of like a bardic diss track saying, it'll probably just be a vicious mockery type of thing. That
Just a
someone would use in
long,
there,
vicious
and just-
mockery.
Yeah. It's not gonna be too long. It's just gonna be like, can I have your attention? And then pretty much get that out in summary, just being like, I'm looking for Croxco. I can't even think of a vicious mockery. I'm looking for Croxco.
Just listen to Vaseline by Ice Cube. You'll get the picture.
I had something else playing. So yeah, I would just say something like, I'm looking for Crossco, the stupid clown. There's a new member in town. I don't know, just something to go like just.
I like it.
Yeah, something like that, and just because I need to come up with different identities. What kind of bard would this be? See, like the opposite of a clown. He's insane clown posse, and
I know, that's what was coming to mind. But that's definitely still clown. It's just like reverse clown, but we could definitely do just insane clown posse.
Yeah. I don't even know what the names of the insane clown posse are, but I'm gonna put
It's
parallel.
all just Crazy Jeff, Crazy Harry, Crazy Tim, and then Blartleby.
Hold on,
Jeez.
So, Kevin, could Tinker make an insight check as to what would
Shaggy too dope.
what would
Violent J.
Yeah.
It wasn't crazy J.
Would make this what seems to be a female human fighter barbarian impressed as he's sobbing by the fire?
I'm gonna hit him with Eldritch Blast, but I'm also going to assume the identity of Shaggy. I'll just be Shaggy.
Okay.
I'll look like a very stoned Shaggy, and then that will be it. And see if I get any attention with
Shaggy that wasn't me, or Shaggy Scooby Shaggy?
Right.
Scooby Shaggy.
Okay,
Scooby Shaggy, and then we can Microsoft paint him with Insane Clown Posse.
What? Whoa, man!
Later. Yeah.
Got any Scooby snacks?
Hold on. Give me a
Listen,
minute.
That brought a whole band down using samples.
Brought a
Scooby
band
Snacks
down.
by the Bloodhound Gang.
That brought them down.
So they didn't ask anybody to use the samples from the Usual Suspect. No, was it Usual Suspect? I can't remember. What was the movie with like Mr. Pink and Mr. Brown and Mr.
Reservoir, yeah.
They didn't ask to use all of the samples they used from that movie in that song. They just released it, and then people were like, "This is a good song," and it got national attention. And like whatever it's Paramount or Columbia House or whoever was like, "You didn't ask us to use this," and they just crippled the band. They just shut them down, and that was the end of the band.
I'm sorry, what band?
Do you remember the song
Exactly.
Scooby
Bloodhound Gang.
Snacks from like late '90s, early 2000s?
Scooby Snacks?
Baby, ain't
No.
nothing but mammals.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
No, that's different band.
That's Bloodhound.
Oh,
Gang,
okay.
though.
That's Blood. You were right. That is Bloodhound Game. I was thinking of the wrong one. But look up the song Scooby Snacks. I guarantee you remember the song at some point. And the song has quotes from Reservoir Dogs in it, and they never asked permission to use those quotes. And
But is it like the sound bites?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not just like the words. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so
It's literally quotes from the movie by the actors in the movie, and I think they did it thinking it wouldn't catch on. They were just like, we're doing a thing, and all of a sudden they were like headlining like across the country, and then whatever the movie studio is like, no, fuck you, no, you don't get to do that, and they just like lawsuited them to death, and then the band just was no more, and that was that.
Oh.
So.
yeah, I guess I'd imagine that would be the case.
But that said, could I do an insight check to impress the muscle lady?
So you can, to try and figure out what she likes. Also, what's your AC? Because you've got Eldritch Blasts coming at you.
AC of 20.
And TJ, if you want, you can make a performance check, and you can do it with advantage. You wouldn't have
cool.
proficiency, but I like this.
Blasting Tom.
Yeah, if you were to Eldritch Blast me in real life, you would have advantage in dance.
That is. It wasn't, but it is now.
It is now, yeah.
That is
Call it the
definitely
DMA
the and double inspiration.
Oh, you bitch. You son of
I'm
a
breaking this into two.
Just as all right. So he doesn't hit you, but he gets you as close as possible. He pings off your helmet, and it closes the thing. So I need you to focus again. Give me another insight check because you have disadvantage. So hopefully it's more than 16. 16 is pretty good.
Oh, I rolled a 16, so 21. Yeah.
Okay. So you are able to still focus and kind of keep that 16 alive. Meanwhile, this new guy who just shot you in the face kind of closed your visor, but you're still able to focus and everything. You think she is more of a fan of like legitimate strength, and because she hasn't seen anything that you've done, you're just someone who came over and talked to her, and you're a goblin, so you have a higher mountain to climb to get over that.
I just want to throw this out there. So we walked back into the bar. I just want to recap real fast. We walked back in the bar. I walked back to this chick. I talk goblin talk for a few moments. She's like, "No thanks." Tinker feels bad about himself. Walks over to the fireplace to contemplate this. His party member decides it's time to shoot him with some fucking eldritch energy. Ba-dang! Busts off the top of his head, which shuts his visor down as he turns to look back at her with the best goblin smoldering look he can. So now it's just a helm. And Shaggy goes, I can't even do a Shaggy. Scoops, I think I need some snacks now.
Oh, God.
Zoinks and whatnot.
I'm like Shaggy, bro. I love the amount of effort that was thrown in that. I'll do like a voice. I don't care where I end up. So, Crazy Shags, you got a 20 with your performance. Oh, that was just your performance. That wasn't you shooting.
No, I wasn't shooting Eldritch Blast.
Oh,
I
well.
thought about it.
The vicious mockery then came into play against Tinker more than anyone.
And I took that personally.
I feel like you took this rage and it was directed at Tinker, so that way you could really start throwing stuff, and you just, Control F, Tinker, Croxo. Just, find and replace. So you use that anger off of Tinker, and with a 20, that's good. People are like, all right, well, look, it's late, and I've heard of this Croxo, but like, this guy's like pretty legit. I don't know what is happening. He's just shitting all over this guy who's apparently a clown. I mean, but he's spitting some stuff. I don't know everything that's going on, but this is pretty good. So you're getting, not only you're putting yourself out there and everything with Croxo, putting them down and everything, but people are actually like legitimately like, all right, I hear what you're saying. Some of them might not know Croxo, but it's like, all right, I don't know, but like, sure, you're doing it great. This is good shit. So that happens. Tinker, you've got a pretty good feel on what you might need to do. Try and maybe prove yourself more in a way that has been visible, as opposed to just talking. Really, is all she's aware of. With that,
What map
take
are we supposed to be looking at?
So you are going to be looking at where this one and this guy. All right, so you guys end up heading to the tavern that you went to the first night with Croxo, getting him going and everything like that. You were following Bortle. Generally. And you also have Tragar with you. What are you guys doing? Chris,
Oh,
Eric.
okay. Sorry, I thought you were talking with the other group still.
Oh no, sorry. No, at this point we have gone to the tavern that you had moved to, Bortle. That was sorry, I'm gonna move. No, I might not do that. So you guys are still in the Theodore area. You went to what the house, and then you left and kind of went right across the street to the tavern. And this is where you are.
Alright, I was gonna walk into the tavern and see if I recognize anybody myself.
So that's like the outdoor patio,
Ah, okay.
and then the main door is right there.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, that happens each time. No worries.
Stupid outdoor millennial patios. Alright. As I'm walking in, do I notice anything out of the ordinary or anyone that I recognize or might recognize me?
No, there doesn't seem to be really much going on. It's quiet. Just, late night bar stuff going on. Kind of winding down for the night sort of thing is what you're really getting a feel for.
Do I see anyone who's a little bit, either a little shady looking in general, or someone who looks like they've had a little too much, and is a little bit more talkative?
Besides the goblin.
Besides the goblin, yes.
Well, unfortunately, he's not with you.
Elsewhere.
But yes. Give me a perception check.
Perception. It works. Did not work. Worked. Sort of. 14.
All right, you see some of the people at the bar. Right. Let me get the right layer. I could just do it over here. These guys seem like they are, in pretty good shape. We can put it that way. Very willing to be talkative.
Okay. Which ones?
These two at the corner,
right
these guys.
Okay. Alright. Might meander up and sit on down and grab a drink.
All right, and Louis Cypher, you doing anything?
I'm just gonna mosey on over to my position and just kind of look around, see what's going on, get a lay of the land, kind of scope out who's here.
Okay. All right. So while you guys are kind of getting set up there, Tragar is going to say, I don't really have time. I'm going to have to go back and report what's going on. So if you guys get any more information, let me know. Unless you have anything that you need me for.
I don't think we need a minute for anything currently, but...
Do you think it's something that would it be more beneficial if he stuck around for now? Do we think we have any leads or anything
No,
like that? Because okay, because it's something where basically the idea is if we don't have anything going on, he wants to report so that anything that needs to happen further up or anything.
Yeah, he can go report whatever he needs.
So, okay. All right. And then what would you like to do with these guys?
Well, as I'm having a drink, I might just raise my glass, say, evening, gentlemen. See how they're reacting, if they're a little sluggish, if they're just, looking like they're just ready to talk. And just kind of ask them what the night's been like. If they've seen anything interesting. Walk through the doors.
Oh yeah, we later on in the night we got I was pretty hammered and I was talking to this this giant turtle.
That's actually happening right now. I know, crazy.
Shit.
But before the giant turtle, did anything else happen?
Yeah, I was drinking then too.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. Usually is how it works.
Yeah. What are you drinking?
It's a great question. Right now, it's something strong. Though I'm not sure you could handle it in your position.
Sitting?
Slouching.
Fair. Yeah, maybe.
Kevin, is this guy like legitimately talking trash against Tortle right now, or is he just?
He's just way too inebriated.
I mean, yeah, he's not really like talking any sort of shit, really. Nothing. I mean, if Tortle ends up being offended, or not Tortle, yeah. If Bortle ends up being offended or anything, it's just like, oh, well, maybe.
Oh, then they can just order flapjacks.
Right?
Take me to the Waffle House. I think if it's okay to do Tortle after being like,
Oh man, the lady doesn't want to talk to me. And Coyote's down here, she's drunk.
he's gonna walk over here and talk to like the weird salesperson that's selling hats or whatever multicolored things are over here.
All right, hold on. Sorry, because I'm on a different screen now with Chris and Eric.
Yeah, the ones that matter.
Right.
So for Chris and Eric, just so you know, I just had Tortle literally jump over a bar to go talk to somebody who's going to things. So I don't know if this is going to lead to him being arrested
really
again.
Tinker?
Yes.
Right. Right. I know.
Tom
like
is just trying to really push the fact that he's going to be attached to a Tortle shell for the rest of the campaign.
Wait.
Right.
Hold on. I just want to put this out there. I was looking around the map and I'm like, I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to do this. That's a weird person selling stuff. I should go talk to them. And so I drew on the map and I'm like, I'm going to go over here. And Kevin didn't immediately say there's a bar in the way. So I just moved. And as I was moving my character, I was like, oh, there's definitely a bar in the way of where I'm going right now. But I'm here. So, hey.
We came over to talk to you. What are you selling? What's happening over here?
Okay. So, this is happening earlier than usual. So,
I'm
so
sorry,
Tom,
I'm not sorry. Just kind of
that we have the party split right now. So you and TJ, and like you said, Keone, are in the Lazy Lizard's Haven, but Chris and Eric are currently in a different tavern. So we're dealing with them right now.
Yeah.
Oh no, I assumed.
Okay.
That's what I assumed.
All right.
When they weren't on this.
All right, cool. Yes. All right, cool.
So, what was the name of that? The guy that was in the other house, the drunk one.
The drunk guy or the drunk guy?
Yeah, there was a drunk guy in a different house. And we only heard his name for a moment and saw him for a moment. but we definitely heard his name because it was called out. Like, yeah, shut up, go back to your room, so and so.
Adolificus. Or maybe Jeff.
Drunk guy in a different house.
I just heard it, and like a minute.
So, okay,
like 5 minutes
I-
ago.
I need you to explain it more so I can make my history check. What drunk guy in a house?
So, we were in the house. You know, the place where I was being a Ninja Turtle. And
Okay, so the most recent house.
the most recent house.
Okay, yeah.
There, I had gone into a room. There was a guy sleeping, and I had like looked around, couldn't find anything. Waited for the guy who was walking around outside to be done walking around outside.
Yeah.
Then I went and hit on a bureau as an inanimate object. A very large inanimate object, might add. And then, there was a commotion. Tinker got charmed, and then this dude woke up and came out of the room and just said like, "Hey, what's going on?" And the woman said, "It's fine, so and so, go back to bed." And he was obviously drunk from the way he sounded.
Oh, okay. Then, yes, give me a history check.
Okay.
You know that his first name was Danny.
Alright. Do either of you guys know
Danny Jeff.
What?
No, just Tom writing Jeff. And it's like Danny Jeff. So close. Like, almost nailed it, but mostly not.
Sorry.
Do either of you guys know a guy named Danny? He might frequent these haunts. Been around here before. He was a pretty good drinker. Could keep up pace. Didn't see him tonight though.
Danny. I don't know. Let's see if they know anything. I don't know any Danny? I don't think I know Danny. Yeah, no, no Dannys that I'm aware of.
Also, do you know any clowns?
Yeah, this guy. Oh. And he points to the other guy.
Nah, maybe one who's a little bit more entertaining with the peoples. You know what I mean, with the song, the dance, and the comedy routine.
I thought there was a guy talking earlier about being good at that stuff. He was kind of acting weird though.
How so?
I don't know, just kind of off. But he was saying he was like the best bard or something.
Okay. Did you catch a name?
Did we catch a name? Did he say his name? Well, I don't remember. I don't think he said his name. He just kept saying, "I am the best bard."
People who you are.
Well, I didn't say I was his publicist.
Yeah, fair point. I'm just saying wasn't doing such a great job of it. But
No, apparently not.
Curious though. What was he hanging around with a group of any people or just on his own?
He was kind of wandering around, just doing his own thing, but he kept saying that he was around all night, but apparently he was going up to people and reading them these poems that were apparently maybe great, I guess. I don't know. People seemed to be moved. Everyone was kind of talking about him earlier tonight.
Oh. Okay. Well, thank you. I might look at the bartender and ask him about this amazing bard and his moving poems. See if he remembers anything. I'm curious.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds interesting.
Yeah, he's renting a room here.
Ah. You recall his name?
Jiraco or something like that.
Alright. Fair enough. Jiraco it is. Okay. Do you mind another beer? Another round?
Yeah,
Excellent.
he still drinking.
Yep. Just gonna raise my glass over in the direction of Louis Cypher and just keep on tipping it back.
All right. So, let us take this guy. We run back to the Leaping Lizard's Haven. And before that happens, you are still over here. Because while everything was happening with Crazy Shaggy... Oh, I have to be on this. This door opens, and in walks a few people. Oh, I keep being on the wrong layer. It's nice having the little toolbar here, because it's easier to switch. But in walks, after that performance by Crazy Shags, this guy. This guy. And two of these guards that you've seen before. And he seems to have caught the end of your performance. The guy who does this is this guy. And he's clapping. Wow. That was a nice performance there.
Thank you. Good to know that I have fans.
Well, yeah, when you're performing like that, I can't see anyone who wouldn't want to be a fan. What do you think? And then he kind of motions to this guy. What are your thoughts? Not my style. Well, too bad you can't please them all. So what is it that you're doing out here late at night making such an impromptu performance?
I'm looking for that clown. He seems to be the top dog around here, and I'm looking to take him down.
Interesting. Sometimes things always surprise me. Never heard of feuding bards, but I guess everything can have some sort of competition for the top.
Definitely.
It's interesting. I was actually looking for someone too. Apparently a group of people We're causing a bit of a disturbance around. It's interesting to walk in here and see you up on the table.
Oh, don't worry. I was
Some
only doing
coincidence.
that to get my name out there.
All right.
It wasn't more than 5 minutes.
Is
I'm done
is
now.
is Tinker aware of this?
Yes, he can see that this is happening.
Can Tinker make an insight check to see what they're like? Tinker's thinking that Tinker is a fucking hairpin trigger ready to go at any point, and if somebody comes in and starts messing with Shaggy, aka whoever the hell he was before, because Tinker can't remember, Tinker's going to attack. So can I do an insight check to see if they are hostile?
Sure.
This is a 21.
Yeah, you have a feeling that, they're kind of ready for some stuff. Kind of came in here with intentions.
Alright. Hold on. I gotta zoom in on this map because I gotta figure out where people are. I would like to move towards... I'd like to move towards Shaggy to right here. And as I'm walking, just be like, I'm gonna find a way to make you know who I am. You're gonna know who I am. You're gonna know who I am. And if nobody reacts as soon as I get there, I'm gonna unleash Tasha's Caustic Brew, which is a 30-foot line that does this and hits these 3 people. If you'll let me do it.
Yeah, go for it.
As I get there and I get next to Shaggy, I'm just gonna be like, I don't trust him. Get ready. And here we go.
What level spell is that?
That is a 2nd level spell.
Okay.
So I'm gonna assume because of that, I'm clicking up. Hold on. Sorry. Should do this. No, it's not doing this. Hold on. Come on. There we go. Then I'll do this. I'll display it. And so it is a dex save of 14. Actually, hold on. I gotta double check something real fast.
So, you can check that probably for next time, because as you start to cast this, you feel the magic sucked out of it, and the cast does not happen.
As in, I don't expend the spell slot, or it's deleted?
Counter spell.
Okay, cool. So as that
All right.
happens, Tinker goes, "Jeez, they're gonna get us!"
Well, we.
Listen, I would have loved to have just done 4d4 continual acid damage to these people for the next minute. So that's why I came over and did it.
Yeah, so as you kind of do that and everything, well, it looks like we did find the right ones after all. So, give me initiative rolls, please. Now, here's the thing. I need everyone to give initiative rolls. Because...
Brilliant.
So,
I deserve no credit for it because all I did was put it on there, but whoever just did that, excellent, well done, so good.
So I have a question because I don't want to misuse this or overuse it, and I want you to be the call on this. So I have Living Glove Thieves tools equipped, and it says, while attuned to these gloves, you are proficient with Thieves tools, and when you make an ability check using them, you add double your proficiency bonus to the check.
Okay.
Is that only my sleight of hand and or like I guess something else, or is that anything deceptive? I didn't know. I figured I would ask, and that's why I wanted.
No, like I'd say specifically dexterity, like finger-based, lock picking, maybe some pickpocketing, disarming traps, those sorts of things. I would see that as.
Okay, cool. Again, I was reading it tonight as we came into this game, and I was just like, I don't want to underuse it, but I don't want to overuse it. Figured I would ask.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so this has a different thing, so I apologize for not having these all on here, but let's get add a turn. Oh, okay, weird. Delete that one. Okay. So as you are hearing about it, the Jiraco, you look over, and not exactly in this area of, just the place, but this guy who's now, he seems to be, he was being quiet and saying, I am the greatest bard, I am the greatest poet. But then he starts to get louder as he comes around the corner, and you look over and he's carving these poems into his body, and these things are coming out of his back.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Oh, that's fun.
That's Fran.
And they go out. Hold on, I need to get over in here. I might be able to get some sort of. So what happens is these tendrils go out to, like, from his back and hit a bunch of different people in the bar. There's like 3 people who get hit by this, and then
He hit them with candles.
A bunch of things came out of his back, flew, and hit 3 people in the bar.
That's what I heard too, but I also heard specifically candles.
candles.
He hit him with candles? Or no?
Oh, tendrils.
You were all
Was
sped
it
up.
candles or handles?
Tendrils.
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 You were
And
all
just-
wrong.
Go away, Tinker.
You're not even here.
I'm in a room
How are
with
you not
bullshit.
arrested
what are you
yet?
Talking about?
just so you know,
Yeah, didn't you get arrested?
this. I don't know if you guys see it on this map, but this is what.
Oh no, we see it. We see it. There's like man Medusa.
Yeah.
I don't know, sacrilege happening right now.
Yeah. Just wanted to.
Although I'll tell you guys this: if you survive it and kill that guy, I want those shin guards.
I really want those shit cards.
Even though they right, I was gonna say that their entire
So I
leg
don't know
guards.
what's going on, but like, so
No.
so I apologize, but like the last week, I have been losing my voice every second. So Tinker being like, I just can't make it happen. So Tinker will resize those to make them work.
Okay, so we have. Let me make sure we've got Crazy Shags at 15, Louis Cypher at 5, Jiraco has not gone yet.
He gets a 0.
He gets a not that.
Well, that's lame.
That's a lame.
Okay, let's add. Let's get on the right layer. Add turn for Keone. Add turn for all these guys. There's Tinker. Add turn for Tinker the Stinker. Got him.
I hate you.
Me too. Hey, I heard myself. I hate me too.
I want a high five and also punch you in the stomach. Yeah, it's all the same. It's all the same.
I guess it just doesn't matter. Any of the sound effects. Excellent. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Keone got a 9. Thank you for that. Tinker, you got a 12.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Alright, let's go descending. Alright, so that means this guy is up first, and he's going to throw out a little...
So Shrend is a guy?
Yes.
Okay, I thought it was a female, but okay.
Okay, let me get... I have to get an icon. One of the huge.
I gotta get me an icon. It is one of the huge.
I'm on
my
the
daughter's
wrong...
last day of preschool was today, and she had a singing concert. It was lots of fun. So yeah, it was a good time. It also
That's why she was singing all the time.
it also made so much more sense. Several of the songs that she's just like quietly been singing.
Been
to herself.
throwing out, yeah.
Oh, yeah, over like the last couple weeks when I'm like, hey, what's that song? And she's like, nothing. And I'm like, no, it's a good song. What are you singing? And she's like, nothing. And then all of a sudden she's like, Dad, it was the song of the thing. And I was like, that's cool. That's awesome.
I wanted it to be a surprise for you. And
Yeah.
you were trying to ruin it.
No,
God,
hold on.
what a
And
dick.
then in the same
Yeah.
car ride, she goes, Dad, I know what I've got for you for Father's Day. And I was like, please don't tell me. She's like, I'm going to tell you anyways. And that's me trying to do a high-pitched voice, and I can't do that right now because my voice is shot. So sorry.
Come on, you can do it.
That's all I got. So,
Oh, wow, that was an excellent witch doctor from Diablo.
you know what? That's what I was trying for, and yes.
You just summoned the gargantuan. Okay, so Shrend throws out this firebird, a little phoenix, and it's going to shoot its flame over at Tinker. Let's see.
What the fudge? What the fudge?
Yeah, so that's a 17 on the die. So that's gonna be that's
Yes.
over 20.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were at 17 total. So I was like, no, that's a miss.
Nope.
But okay. Yep.
So that
I don't
means-
suppose this is a trap.
no, it is a
Figured I'd ask, just in case.
spell. Yeah. Well, do you get extra? What do you get extra AC? No.
Yes,
Right, just for saves?
I don't get extra AC versus spells.
Or is-
What I have is I have resistance to damage dealt by traps.
Resistance. Okay.
Yeah, so if I had a trap, it would half the damage if this was a trap. But if it's not, then it doesn't matter.
All right. So, nothing too crazy. You take 6 points of damage, fire damage.
Okay.
And he's gonna move back here, and that's gonna be all for him. Crazy Shags.
All right, Tinker. Good luck.
Just run away. God, you fucking bitch.
Alright, so you moved and then
No,
dashed back.
No.
So you've got a bonus action left.
Trying to figure out if there's a way to actually de-escalate the situation, but it looks like they're hunting us, and they know that they're hunting us, right?
Yeah, you
I
get
feel
kind
like
of
I'm going all over again.
based on kind of how things developed, you've got the sense that that's where things stand.
Okay. What to do? What to do? Let's go with. I guess just Eldritch Blast.
Classic.
Classic for sure. Let's. This guy is closer. And I guess let's hit him. That's not gonna hit. And I have 2.
No.
That's worse.
Ooh.
Ugh. Woof.
Ha! I wanted it to look that way. Gets behind you.
Like
You sure?
I've only shown a little bit of my power. Those were warnings. I don't know what I'm trying to do right there, because that was not Shaggy. I'd really have to work on that. That was terrible.
I feel it. I tried to do it earlier and I was like, nope, that's not.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
Oh, that's it.
Zoinks!
That's all.
Yeah, just stick to the one word. Can't go wrong. All right, so Bortle, which means we're moving to a different map.
Oh, it's map time.
Yep, time to take a map.
Well, I'm gonna quickly assess what just happened in this bar. What did the tendrils do to?
So I'm trying to make sure. Okay, so it's this one. Okay, that's right. This very soon. Okay, so this goes here. No. Where are you going? And this person. I don't know why it's throwing me down to the bottom every time I paste something, but So these people just had this happen to them. And they're kind of turned into zombies, and you know their spirit sort of got stripped away.
That's a hell of a skin
And
condition.
yes, try and stay out of the sun with that one.
Yikes.
Yes,
I think, yeah, that was definitely caused by too much sun.
yes.
Ugh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. Oh, geez, like they're everywhere now. This is going to be tough now. I guess. Are these people looking like they're now aggressive with this towards me, or
Yeah.
okay? I'm gonna, I guess, start by jumping up on the table and taking a swing at well, as a bonus action, I'm gonna enter rage too. So I'm gonna enter rage.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, I'm gonna start swinging.
Okay.
Yeah. So start with that. And I get 2 actions. Woo! Does a 20 hit?
20 does hit.
$14.
Damn.
How's it looking right now?
So it doesn't. It took some damage, but it's not really, you know, too bad. It doesn't feel like that was as much as it should have been.
Oh.
Oh shit, that's not good.
Hold on. No, that's just.
That's not good at all. I am going to swing again with the same thing though.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
16 is just not a hit.
Okay. +2. Oh, did I add the +2 with strength weapons? I'm not sure I did. Because a great axe would be a strength weapon, correct?
That's just damage though, right? When you go into rage?
Yeah, it's just damage.
So
but the
he should have
original one.
taken more damage
Yeah.
on the
Should have
14.
been- yeah, it should have been 16.
Okay, so he took that damage. You know, you gouged into him a little bit, and then you remembered that you were raging, so there was a little bit more of a slice.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to,
Oops.
hang out for a second there and see what's going to happen.
Okay. That turn. Let's do this again. Alright, so that was Bortle.
Wait.
So, we move back. Across. Tinker becomes up.
So Tinker, I don't know if the Phoenix Fire thing that you have right there is something that provokes attack of opportunities or not, but Tinker is going to try to run through right to here. Does that provoke, or am I good?
So... Alright, if you were here, what's your move speed?
35. That's actually less than my move speed.
Yeah, just...
I'm sorry. If you do it that way, I ran right
Yeah.
through the center.
And that's the only thing that I'm saying, because like you wouldn't be able to, so if you just ran around, but if you have 35, then you'd be able to make it there.
Okay, and then from here... No, sorry. Let's go back. And so I am going to... Scroll. I'm going to Tasha's Caustic Brew those 3 people. So everybody who's in this line needs to give me a DC 14 Dex save. Anybody who fails, let me know. Anybody who saves, it doesn't matter on this. It's a sucker save spell.
Okay. Okay. 14 means that the first 2 save, but this last guy gets sprayed caustically.
Alright, so he's going to take 44. He's going to take 8 points of acid damage, and he is basically burning for the next, 10 rounds. And I don't think he has a save against it, because I'm just going to do this. Oh no, it can spend an action to scrape the acid off of it. So it can spend a turn to scrape the acid off of it. If it does not do that, it will take 4d4 points of acid damage every round.
Okay.
I had hoped that that would have done more, but you know what? Alright, so be it.
I mean, worst case scenario, it's still doing damage, or it's taking away a turn.
Mm-hmm. Well,
so
again,
he could have hit more. Right. All right, so that means Jiraco has shown up. He's activated some of this stuff, and he is going to move up to here, and he's going to he's going to reach out with like a psychic, poem, and he's going to come attacking you, Bortle. Give me a intelligence saving throw.
Ooh.
Or hold on, no, wisdom. All right. Well,
I really liked looking at that bottle on the bar. It was the best bottle.
Right. Right. So this lashing of words is coming at you. Where is the die? Okay. For 13 points of psychic damage. And then there's 2 attacks with those, as Tom put it, man Medusa head sort of things are going to snap out at you. For a 23 and a dirty 20.
Alright, both would hit me.
Okay. But
no buts. What is the
okay?
That's in there. Well, no, I'm asking as
Yes, I just got thrown off because I was expecting both would hit me, but
well, I'm asking
they do.
what type of damage.
So they are going to be piercing.
Oh, okay, that's just that type of damage. Yep. So what's the?
Yeah, because they're just kind of coming in and biting and stuff.
Yeah.
So that is. Did I roll those? I did not. So each comes in for 6 points of damage. So 12 total from those.
Okay.
Then we move on back. This is turning into every single turn I'm moving from one screen to another. I guess that's okay. It keeps people engaged. Stay on your toes because it's going to be your turn. We're going to be on your screen at least. So that brings up Keone.
I'm sure they're not expecting an old woman to run all the way across the map. So, I guess you would
Running
go
up,
with the-
offering them pie. Wait,
There's
you're
knife
going to be hungry with all of this.
Alright, I guess. From all the way back there, she should shoot her torp bow. Throw that out there. So 13 hit this guy.
No, a 13 does not.
And she'll jump behind the bar. And, does she fit behind the bar, or would she need to go prone to be fully behind it?
No, she's a... Hold on. She is...
A deep
What size is
right?
she? Yes.
Small.
They are small?
They're small.
Okay. Then, yeah, she can kind of just be behind there. It's kind of going to be the opposite, where she's going to have to try and kind of climb up a little bit to be able to be effective. So it's kind of the other way, where she has full cover, but...
Alright, I imagine that she shot the arrow as she's jumping behind the bar and hide as a bonus action, if possible.
Alright, cool. Where does it say the size?
I just know that from her being a gnome, they're small, but I mean, her walking speed is also 25 feet, which is usually
Yeah.
that they're small, or the only one that dwarf is medium. and has
Right.
it. Imagine racial traits.
Like, I'm just... Oh, that might be...
No. Cunning, superior, camouflage. You'd think it would be...
Racial
more-
traits, gnome cunning, no. I don't know, that's weird. I'm still interested in figuring that out, but, moving on for the time
Definitely
being.
small. Definitely.
Because yeah. So, it's just, I want to, like, those things, it's just like, okay, that's cool, where do I see it on the character sheet? And it's, you don't. So, that means we move on to, well, this one's going to use his turn, taking his action, wiping off the caustic spray. And then he's going to move over here with his move action. But that's all he can do. this guy is going to come up and he's going to swing at Tinker.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
So that is a miss and also a miss.
Yay. Shut up, Chris.
That was a delayed reaction.
Alright, so he's gonna run up. To here. I should say that people are kind of scattering. They're not looking to get involved. They're not... Like, some are kind of more prepared to join in or fight if they need to. And aren't backing off and, you know, taking cover as much. But some are moving up. Alright, so that happens. He moves up and this guy moves up and throws something at your feet, Shags. Give me a dex saving throw. Okay, so he had thrown something at you, at your feet, to try and kind of keep you stuck. It kind of broke, and there is something around. But it's not that big. So that gives what's it called? You have to move twice as much in that.
Difficult terrain.
There it is. So that created difficult terrain. You avoided getting stuck, but difficult terrain is there now, just in that small little area around you.
Alright.
And he's actually going to... Okay, come on. Slow stuff. That was his bonus, and then he's going to move up a little bit with his dash. And that's going to be it for him. Louis Cypher is on the other screen, so we move again.
It's a good thing I don't get motion sickness.
All right. These drunk guys are also kind of scattering. Bartender.
Is it possible to do the bonus action first?
Yeah. Yeah, you can do any action in any order.
Alright.
Provided that, you know.
That it works?
Well, like, I know for me, I'm playing a monk in TJ's game, so it's something where it's like, well, you can't do, like, the unarmed strike bonus action without taking the attack action. So it's like, it specifically says that. I guess you probably could, because whatever, but just in that case, it's like, nah, you couldn't. But that's just an edge case that you're not a monk, so irrelevant. In general, yeah. Any order.
Alright, so I'm going to start with a bonus action. I'm gonna focus everything on Jerko.
Perfect. Sounds good.
I was gonna hit him with Hex.
Okay. So is he rolling anything? Or does he just take 2 damage?
No, until the spell ends, it deals an extra 1d6 necrotic damage. Whenever
Okay.
you hit with it.
Oh, okay. So you just cast it, and then that would be like that was just rolling a 1d6. All right, cool. So he has Hex on him now.
He also has disadvantage on ability checks. Made with the chosen ability. So.
No, that's poison. Okay,
What
so
ability you
you
choosing?
choose an ability. Hex? That looks like a hex. Bleeding Eye. I think I used that for something else. So what?
What did he attack with?
He attacked with a spell that made Bortle have to roll a save. Wisdom. But that was Bortle. So he hasn't attacked with anything of like a stat that you know of.
I'll just say intelligence, I guess.
Okay. And now it's just ability checks, right?
Disadvantage on ability checks, yes.
Okay. Alright, cool. Alright, so that's the first part, the hex.
Yeah.
And then the action, I'm assuming. Or it was that was the bonus action, right?
That was the bonus
Yeah,
action.
because that's why you asked that. So what else we got?
We got a couple of shots of Eldritch Blast coming up.
Oh, of course, Warlock stuff. 17 is going to hit.
So that's 8. But it's 6 points of force damage and 2 points of necrotic damage.
All right, so okay.
Did I notice anything where that necrotic damage did extra damage, or?
So yeah, I can let you know this too. The necrotic damage, actually, all the damage didn't seem like it got through, but the necrotic damage seemed like it all seemed like it hit a barrier around him, but the necrotic damage got absorbed into the barrier, whereas the Eldritch Blast smashed into the barrier and kind of, fought against it directly, sort of thing.
Alright, well. Here comes the next Eldritch Blast.
That's gonna be it. Jesus.
5 points
Wow.
of necrotic.
All right, so with that, you were able to break through this outer shield, and the necrotic damage did go through. So So he had this kind of aura shield around him as you were first hitting him. But once you smashed through that, the necrotic damage sunk through and actually did hurt him with that hex. So he has taken quite a bit of damage from you. But there's been quite a bit of damage that you've dealt, but it still seems like he wasn't really damaged directly too much himself. Was there anything else you were doing on your turn?
Nope.
Alright.
That's my turn.
Alright, so these guys are up. This guy comes down first. And they are all going to reach out. What have we got? Where is the thing I'm looking for? Loading slowly. Perfect. Okay, so this guy comes over. Whoa, that's a ton of stuff. Does a 19 hit Bortle? Bortle?
Heard a click. I don't know if he's here still.
He is not. I didn't hear that. I wonder if it's he has been having some technical difficulties sometimes. Yep. Figured. Does what was the number? 19. Does a 19 hit you, Eric?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Sorry, my computer died. So.
No, I figured something. So 8 points of 10 points of cold damage.
Ooh. Okay. I'm using a reaction.
Okay.
Once I get to it. So you said cold damage?
Yes.
Alright, perfect. So my gift of the chromatic dragon allows me to, when I take a acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison damage, I can use my reaction to give myself resistance to that instance of damage. So
Okay.
I was going to use one of those to the cold.
Okay. Do you have how often do you have that, and how like
I have 3 per long rest.
Okay, cool.
But that's
All right,
good
so
to know that it's cold damage.
So that guy went, let's see, what is this?
And it's only one instance, so if it was 2 attacks, it'd be only one of the attacks.
Right. So this guy
how much-
wasn't able to get there in enough room, so he has to double move. And this guy who you attacked, I mean, he's not loving that, so we go, and I guess he's fine with it though, because he does not really hit you at all. Because an 8 won't cut it. Alright, so this puts us in a weird position where we're at the top of the order, just before 11. We can keep playing for a bit. I'm fine with it. Or we can pause because it's, you know, a nice break.
I can do another round.
Sounds good. Alright, so the first thing that happens over here, let's actually get over here. Is this thing gets moved over and shoots at Tinker again. But unfortunately it does not. Does not do much. This guy's gonna back up and he's gonna throw a firebolt at Tinker. He's gonna burn this whole fucking place down. Just a fireball indoors. But he's not gonna get anywhere close to a 20 with that roll. So that means we get over 2 crazy shags.
Sweet. Alright, so he's like... We have a good 5 feet between us, right?
Yep.
I shouldn't get disadvantaged with this then. 3, so there should be 4. I'm gonna do Scorching Ray. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
24,
What?
16, 21, 26. 4 rays that are scorching coming at Liari.
Yeah.
Larry.
This guy. Alright, so he's going to get hit by the first one, misses the second. He's going to manage to avoid the third one by reacting. You see that he swings his sword at that ray and is able to kind of cut it and block it, so he avoids that one. So he gets hit twice.
Okie dokie. Alright. And fire 3 thunder. And then that's for the first hit, second hit. Second hit.
Is another 10.
Oh, okay. It did go through. It didn't let me go. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's just 10. The next one doesn't count. It'd be nice if they're just like, here, you get the genie's wrath on all of them. Go for it.
Right. Just like, go nuts. Ah.
That's what it's saying, but that's not what it do. That's what it do, Ukes.
All right, so yeah, he didn't really like that. So what's this called again? Scorching Ray. Scorching Ray is kind of like an Omega Eldritch Blast, it seems like.
That's a pretty decent way of looking at it. Yeah.
All right, cool. So yeah, he didn't like that, but he's also like, that's apparently why they sent us. You guys aren't too bad.
Let's see. and then it would be 10, and then it returns to normal. Is it going into it that
Yeah.
it's difficult terrain? So it's 10.
Yeah, so 10, 15.
10, and then I have... Hold back. Let's go diagonally. There we go. 35 feet total. But yep. 10
Yep.
and 25. And then that will be it.
All right. So we go to Bortle on this map. You are surrounded by these ghost creatures from Jiraco's poem stuff, summoning Medusa head back stuff things. And they're all around you. One touched you. You shrugged it off a little bit. The others tried to, but you were wise to it. What are you up to now?
I'm going to give my melee weapon
Break.
fire damage.
Okay. For the next minute, deals an extra. Okay, cool.
So I'm going to swing at the one I was already hitting before. "24 hits.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's 13 plus another 2 damage of fire. So 2 damage of fire, and then 13 regular damage.
Okay.
And oh, I can do it again. Forgot about that.
Yes.
Eric. 22 hits.
Yes.
So 17 plus another 2 of fire damage.
Okay, this guy is just at the end of his life.
That's good to know. And let me see if I can do anything else. I think that is it for now.
Okay. So that moves us across the map, across the sands, set our sights on far-off lands to a different bar, where Tinker is the one who's being surrounded. But it's his turn, so, you know, hooray! Tinker? Jesus. Tom, are you there? We lost him.
He has to say something every 10 minutes or he's asleep.
Right. Let's see. Was there a BRB or something? No, just asleep. All right. Well, let's switch these two. Maybe he's still here, but not currently. So that means Jiraco is up. And actually, Jiraco's gonna do something that you're gonna hate. So he's gonna command this thing, one that just managed to survive, to kind of jump and pull a Saberman on you. So I'm gonna need a Dex saving throw.
From me?
Yes.
Ooh.
How about I show you what real cutting is, huh? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Can you speak into my microphone? Oh, please, just real.
What?
It was a 10.
Okay, so that is... This guy explodes. Hold on. Okay. This guy explodes. He is gone. Give me the right thing. So I can mark this as this guy is dead. He's kaput. And you take 12 points of damage.
What type of damage?
I was just thinking that myself. Would it be like force? I'm thinking.
Okay.
All right, one more time. Bueller, Thomas, Tommy, Timmy, Tommy too.
Thomas.
Tinker's going to jail.
Oh no, that's gonna keep him asleep. He's like, all right, good. Things are as they should be. All right, so does someone want to take that turn? And we've also got Keone coming up right after too.
Something like, gotta do something like set the whole bar on fire.
Right.
See, I am
let's-
not familiar with artificers. I don't like them for no reason. Just that it's something else that I need to read.
Right. Like I haven't played one yet. I feel because that's kind of where Tom was recently until he got to the point where he's like, "Oh, but then I actually played one. And it was like really fun." It's like, yeah, no shit. It's like, yeah, that can happen. It's like that because they might be fun. I think I've only played one. It was like, oh, all right, this is pretty cool. But yeah, I hear you.
I don't get them. I feel like they were like, hey, you know how we made tools useless in 5e? Let's make a class that goes around tools. And we're like, oh, it makes tools maybe useful? That's why
Right.
Tom wants to use tools. But that's just my uneducated take. Mr. Halfcaster, what can he just do in general? I don't know if this requires something special. His infiltrator armor, lightning launcher. But I see one that has dex and one that is just regular. I don't know if it's just...
I think are those his attacks? I think he has like, are those ranged attacks?
That looks like it.
He's got another
Candy
thing
mine.
that's like a lightning ranged attack that he kept wanting to use, and it's like, okay, like, I'm not saying you can't, but you've got something that's like just better in some ways. Yeah, it's funny that he has. I don't know how he has a DC or an AC of 20, but you know, whatever. I think it's because he can like add the
He
one
has
to it.
a +1 breastplate, dex, +2 dex bonus, and then +2 with the shield. So I don't know.
And
what
then
he
I
used
think
last
as
time.
an artificer, I think he gets the. Yeah, so he's an armorer specialist. I think you can infuse your something, like he can infuse his shield or something like that
Touch
to be able
2
to.
non-magical objects, imbue each of them with artificer infusions, turning them into magic. You can tune them with yourself instead. Go. Okay. He's already used both. I don't really know what he did, but
Oh, enhanced defense. A suit of armor or a shield. A creature gains a +1 to AC while wearing this. This bonus increases to +2 when you reach 10th level in this class. And then you can give a +1 weapon to.
so his AC should be 20.
That's what he's
Right
been
now.
saying it is. Because I don't know if he got that breastplate, if he's just taking that and using that as a +1, in terms of like that's what I gave the +1 to. You know what I mean? So it's a regular breastplate, but he made a +1. Did
I
we
think that was,
start
like,
with
his
something?
Magic. Yeah, we started with yeah, I mean he. If he
'Cause that's
choose
rare,
Potion of
too.
Vigor healing, because he has living gloves.
Right.
I don't know, because if I just compare it to mine, I not 100% sure, but I thought we were starting with like a +1 armor.
Okay, and that might have been it.
Yeah, because I have a +1 studded leather as well.
Okay.
But I have, yeah.
Yeah, and so that he can put that on like his shield. If that's the one that he
Yeah.
did.
Which
Oh, and he just
he
doesn't
did.
have them
'Cause
infused.
It has to be non-magical.
Right, so
So
he
he
can
can't
use
do
that
it
on
to-
his shield because you can't make a +1, a +2, or a +3, a +4. Or at that
Yeah.
point, by the time you have a +3, the bonus will be a +2, so now you've got a +5 shield. Badass.
I think he did his infiltrator armor lightning launcher. I think that's what he infused it with. I'd rather say his whip right now in this situation. I can only think to use the whip, but the whip is underwhelming.
Alright, so he has repeating shot, replicate magic item, cap of water breathing, and replicate magic item, wand of secrets, and also enhanced armor or enhanced defense, which I just put on his shield. Repeating shot, this one, create infusion.
There's the AC.
So, right.
Okay.
You just have to actually go into the inventory, go into infusions, and then you start assigning stuff to the items. So yeah, now that makes sense where that's there.
Heavy crossbow, shield, I see that.
Yeah. I don't know what he would use for the other stuff, but now that we have that, we kind of have an idea of what to do with it. So, what you thinking of whipping these guys?
I think I'd rather do acid splash. You hurl a bubble of acid. Choose 1 or 2 creatures you can see within range. If you choose 2, they must be within 5 feet. Why that? It was just like, this is like the only situation. What? They're within 5. Well, there's a 5 foot, so like they would need to be right next to each other, right?
Yeah. So like you can just splash on the two guys who are right next to each other. Like when you take a water balloon full of acid and throw it at someone. If you want to hit someone else, they have to be close enough
'Cause
to get in the splash zone.
They gave this a 60-foot range. I was wondering, I'm like, what other thing they could use? Because it's... That would be really dumb if it was only 5 feet.
Think we do all clubs come here.
Yeah, I guess we'll just stick with this and do 1. They need to make a dex saving throw. This one.
Okay. Where is the right thing? Right here? He does save.
Good. Then nothing happens.
Good thing
We-
we
we
spent all
read
that
about
time
Tinker.
figuring out Tom and his character. So that's just like, and next. All right, let's learn.
Keone.
Let's learn Keone.
Hers is easy. She's gonna jump up. Hopefully, I think she still has advantage because she hid last turn. Wait a second. Okay, I was gonna say, when did she have that? Light crossbow. Alright. I think I struck with sport bow last time, so I'll just stick with that. And it not come through.
Ooh, it did.
Well, that advantage is going to come in handy. Yes, does an 18 hit that guy?
I
This
believe it does. Did I not put that down? I thought I did.
Good,
Don't. No,
good.
stop
And
clicking
that's-
there.
Then that's 20.
Points of damage.
Piercing damage.
Wow. Okay. Don't turn
Good
your
job,
back
Keone.
on the little old lady.
Yep.
Crazy.
Fear her.
Right. I mean, you've been right about that the whole time. I'll give you credit on that. Maybe even there. Pretty close. We'll give it to you.
Alright.
Uh,
Yeah, I think if she can move back down and start over again, we'll do that whole process. See if she can hide if you're cool with that.
yeah.
Being out of sight, if he has full cover, then perfect. Yeah.
All right. So we move to these two guys. He's going to move over here.
It'd be easy to see though.
So that is going to be a 19. And then the next one is going to be less. So they don't hit Tinker. And I still don't understand why Tinker's so afraid to be in the front line. So,
Because I might, get rid of my wolf that only takes a stamina to get back, You should go. That's why.
Well, doesn't it seem like a meat shield? Yeah. And that's hurtful that you guys are treating him like that. But that's exactly what he... Okay. So, let's see. This time, we're gonna get don't stop doing that. Let's go. What color this time? Let's go with. Save. Alright, so he tosses this at the bar. Give me a Constitution saving throw. Keone and Crazy Shags. Okay. So Keone falls unconscious.
Good.
Crazy Shags, you're able to it's tough, but you're able to kind of shake it off. You're on the outside of this cloud of smoke that dropped all three of these people. So it's still like almost, because a 13 wasn't like it was just getting there. You almost felt the effect, and it's like, yeah, like kind of just waking up sort of feeling. And what was I? Mark that. And now he is gonna run over and hide behind the bar. That is a 23. Louis Cypher.
What about Louis Cypher?
I got everything squared away, so now it is your turn. Now it is now. Perfect. Excellent. Go, go, go.
Go, go, go.
Yeah, it's your turn. What are you up to?
Cool.
Keeping my concentration to keep the hex going,
Okay.
and I'm gonna pour my 2 shots into Jerko.
Okay.
First one.
That's a hit.
Oh, sorry, I rolled that twice.
Yep, no problem.
So just two points of necrotic.
Yep. Next attack. Oh.
And
Sadly. Alright, so with Jiraco kind of right there, this guy moves over a little bit. Yep, that's the one that we're doing. So trying to get advantage on Bortle. So the first one comes in, does a 16 hit. Portal?
16 does not hit. Sorry, I didn't. You kind of broke up a little bit.
Okay, no worries. So a 16
AC
does.
17.
Okay, cool. So the first one does not hit, but he must have distracted you enough because the second one comes in, reaches in for 8 points of cold damage. Not crazy great rolls.
I'm going to do the chromatic thing again and use that as a resistance, so I resist the damage.
That's what I figured would happen. Very cool. So with that being said, we have reached the top of the order, and we will pause here because before we start dropping like toms, and we'll pick up next week, middle of this double combat encounter situation that we've gotten ourselves into.
Sounds good.
Excellent. All right, we'll see you guys later.
Later.
Ciao.